Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be showing you the brand new Colourpop Bambi collection. I have everything in here, and what we're going to be doing today is I am going to be showing you 3 different eyeshadow looks with each of the eyeshadow palettes. And just like the last video, I am going to be using every single color from each eyeshadow palette in each eyeshadow look. I will also be showing you swatches of the palette, and I'm gonna walk you through 3 different eyeshadow looks. One of them is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and then we're gonna be swatching the lipsticks and everything that's in the collection. I'm gonna be doing live swatches of everything. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of that, then keep on watching. So really quickly, before I show you the eyeshadow looks, I am gonna give you the pricing of the eyeshadow palettes. So you are able to purchase them individually or in the set of all 3 of them. If you want to purchase all 3 of them in a set, they retail for $48. If you want to purchase each of the palettes individually, they each retail for $12. Each of the eyeshadow palettes has 5 eyeshadow pans in there. If you want to purchase the entire collection set, that's $115. As of right now, everything is in stock, and I will give you the pricing of the rest of the collection as we swatch. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with the eyeshadow tutorials. Starting off the first eyeshadow look with the flower palette, this is what it looks like, and then here are the swatches of the palette. Next, I am starting off the look by priming my eyes using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 2.0. Next, I am taking the black from the palette, and using a pencil brush, I am going to start packing it right into the outer corner. I am also going to take this color right into the crease, and as you guys can see, when you first start to pack on the colors, they usually go on a little bit messy, a little bit on the lighter side. So I will be going over this twice, maybe one more time, just to make the color more opaque. And once the color has been packed, I am going to use the same brush to very lightly soften the edges. Moving on, I am taking the dark purple from the palette, and using the same pencil brush, I am going to pack this shade right up above the black. And for some reason, I was super messy packing the colors with this particular eyeshadow look. I don't know why, but you just want to follow the same instructions as always. Just pack the color, and then with this particular color, once it is packed, I am going to softly blend the edges, but I'm also going to do a lot more blending and just really soften the edges. Moving on, I am taking the lightest purple from the palette, and using a blending brush, I am going to start blending this color in. This is our transition color, so we want to make sure that we apply this anywhere where we want to diffuse the previous shade. So I'm taking it around the outer corner, and again, all along the transition area. And now is where the real fun begins. We are going to start building pigmentation back up again. As you guys know, every single time that we blend, we lose pigmentation. So I'm going back to the black shade and building up that color. Then I am going back to the dark purple and building up that color. So we're just going back to every single previous shade and just building up pigmentation and blending. So we're just going to repeat this process about 2 more times. I usually repeat it until I'm happy with the way it looks, so basically until I'm happy with the pigmentation and the blend. And now to cut the crease, I am using the P. Louise eyeshadow base. This time I am using the shade 0.5, and as you guys just saw, I usually like to apply a little bit of the base right in the center of my lid, and then I open my eyes, and that will transfer the base, which will give me a really good guideline as to where I should cut the crease. Next, I'm taking the black again, and I'm just applying that to the outer corner of the cut crease. Moving on, I am taking the pink purple shimmer from the palette and applying it to the lid, and I have to say this is one of my favorite colors from this palette. It is so beautiful and so intense. The camera does not even do it justice, but I'm also making sure to go back into the black and make sure that those two colors blend really nicely and that there are no harsh lines. Next, I am grabbing the white shimmer from the palette and applying that to the inner corner. And I went a little bit backwards here. I totally forgot that I needed to add the purple next to the black. So first, I'm adding a black liner with the black eyeshadow, and then I went back to that dark purple and applied it right in between the black and the purple shimmer. Don't do this. You want to add the black to the outer corner of the crease and then add the dark purple, then add the shimmers. I just for some reason forgot. If you do forget, just like I did, it's not a big deal. You can do it backwards like I did, but it'll look a lot nicer if you do it the right way the first time. So now that we fixed my little blunder, I am moving on to the inner corner. So I'm grabbing the white shimmer and applying it to the inner corner. Next, I am taking the black again, and using a pencil brush, I'm applying that to the lower lash line. To blend the black, I'm going back to the dark purple, and using another pencil brush, I'm just going to blend this out. For the waterline, I am taking this purple pencil from Colourpop. And for mascara, I am trying out this new one from Morphe brushes. Moving on to lashes, I am taking these also from Colourpop. I have no idea what the style of these lashes is. I got this little lash package at Christmas, but I did not see the style names listed anywhere, so I'm so sorry. But anyway, this is the completed eyeshadow look for the first look. I hope that you guys like it, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, we are starting off the second eyeshadow look with the Thumper Palette. Here are the swatches of the palette. This one is definitely like the cool toned palette, I would say. But anyway, I am starting off this look by priming my eyes again with the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 2.0. For the first shade, I am grabbing the dark gray from the palette, and using a pencil brush, I am going to pack this right into the crease, but I'm actually not taking it all the way to the outer corner. I am going to stop like 3/4 of the way. Once the color is packed and placed exactly where we want it, I am going to use the same brush to lightly soften the edges. And I really hope you guys are not able to hear the shower in the background. Lexi is taking a shower, but I really need to finish this video, so I am going to continue with the voiceovers. Anyway, next I am taking this shade, and using a pencil brush, I am going to start blending it right up above the previous shade. Next, I am taking the lightest matte shade and using this one for the transition color. Please excuse the motorcycle outside my window. How rude. Okay, so yes, we're just taking that shade and using it for our transition color and making sure to blend all up in that area. And since we lose a lot of pigment while blending, we are going to start the process of building the pigmentation back up. So I'm starting off with the in-between color, and I'm just gonna pack this color and then blend it, and then I'm gonna repeat the same process for the other shades that we've already used. We basically just want to build up pigmentation since we did lose a lot of that during the blending process. And lastly, I'm just building up the darkest shade. So again, just repeating the same process, packing the color and blending. Moving on, we are going to start cutting the crease, and to cut the crease I am using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0.5. Next, I am taking the darkest shade from the palette to create a wing, and this is going to be sort of like an ombre wing. So we're starting off with the darkest shade and then moving on to the medium matte shade, and then we are finishing it off with the lightest matte shade. Moving on, I am taking this shimmer shade and very carefully applying it to the cut crease, making sure that I don't go over the edges of where we cut the crease or the eyeliner. Next, I am taking Colourpop's pink gel liner and adding a drop of liner thinner. This particular gel liner is very hard to work with because it dries really fast. So if you add a drop of any liner thinner, it'll make things go a lot smoother and a lot easier. But I'm basically just adding this all along the line of where we cut the cut crease. So you just want to follow that shape, and then for the brush I'm just using a regular small paintbrush from Michaels. Next, I am taking the green shimmer and applying it to the inner corner. Moving on, I am taking the darkest shade and applying it to the lower lash line. To blend out the lower lash line, I am going back into the medium matte shade and blending it out using a pencil brush. For the inner corner of the waterline, I'm taking the liner from the collection in that white color, and for the rest of the waterline I am grabbing the pinky purple pencil from the collection, and for mascara I am using the new Morphe mascara. For lashes, I am using the lashes from this collection in the style Bambi, and that's it. This is the completed second eyeshadow look. I hope that you guys like it, and let's move on to the last eyeshadow look. So moving on to the last eyeshadow look, we are going to be using the Bambi palette. It is the cutest little palette ever. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and here are the swatches of the palette. To start off the eyeshadow look, I am again using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 2.0. Next, I am taking the dark brown and using a pencil brush, I am going to start packing this color right into the outer corner and into the crease. Next, I am taking the same brush to soften the edges. Moving on, I am taking this lighter shade and blending it right up above the previous color. Next, I am grabbing this lighter shade for the transition color, and I am going to use the same pencil brush to blend this color right up above the previous shade. So every single time we're just repeating the same process, and with this one I'm gonna make sure that I really blend it out because we want everything to look really nice and blended and diffused. And for the brow bone color, I'm taking the lightest matte shade from the palette, and instead of applying it with a flat brush, I'm just going to use a blending brush to lightly infuse this color into the brow bone area, and then I'm also using it to blend out the previous shade. Moving on now, again, this little process begins where we are going to be building the pigmentation back up. As I said before, we lose a lot of pigment while blending, so I'm going back to every single shade and just building the pigmentation back up. And also, is infuse a word? I mean, I know it's a word, but can it be used in an eyeshadow look? I don't know, excuse me, I really don't know how to English sometimes, actually most of the time. But anyway, we are just going back, as you guys can see, to every single shade, building up pigment, blending, and you want to repeat this process until you're happy with the blend and the pigmentation. And now we are going to cut the crease. So this time I'm taking the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0, and I'm doing the same little trick, putting the base right in the center of my lid, opening my eye and using that as a guide for where I should cut the crease. And now for the cut crease, we want to create an ombre again. So we're starting off with the darkest shade that we used, which was the dark brown, and using a pencil brush, applying that to the outer corner and blending it inwards as we apply the shade. And again, since we are creating an ombre, we're going to be using the same colors that we used on the lid. So I'm taking this next shade, which was the second color that we used, and I'm just repeating the same steps, applying it and blending it inwards as I go. Next, I'm taking the next lightest shade, I should say, and repeating the same steps. And lastly, we are using the lightest color in that ombre and applying it to whatever is left of the lid. Next, I am taking the golden shimmer and applying it to the inner corner. Next, I am taking water activated paint from Michaels, and I am going to add three little flowers to the outer corner. And to be honest with you guys, the water activated paint from Michaels or like any arts and crafts store is a lot cheaper than like a Suva beauty liner. And to me, every single time that I use them, I cannot tell the difference. They activate the same way, they look the same way to me, so I don't know. I just always use the water activated paints, and I've never had an issue, and they are much cheaper than a Suva liner. So anyway, I'm just adding the three little flowers to the outer corner, and then I'm just finishing off the flowers with the orange water paint. Next, I am taking the dark brown and applying it to the lower lash line. Next, taking this next shade to diffuse and blend out the lower lash line. For mascara, I'm taking Morphe's mascara one more time, and for lashes, I am also going to be using the same Bambi lashes that we used in the previous look, and that is it. This is the completed last eyeshadow look. I hope that you guys like it, and I'll see you in a little bit to swatch the rest of the collection. So you guys just saw the eyeshadow looks. Let me know down below which one was your favorite eyeshadow look, and if you're going to be trying any of them out. But now I'm gonna move on to swatching the lip glosses. So the lip gloss set retails for $27, or you can purchase each of them individually for $9 each. Okay, so they are really pretty. They each have a gold yeah, like a gold drawing of each of the little characters. This one has Bambi, so I'm gonna start with this one, and the shade is literally called Bambi. Well, they do have a scent to them. It's not really strong though, it's nice. Alright, so here is the shade Bambi, and I love it. It is a beautiful lip gloss. You guys know that I am a sucker for lip glosses, and this is just a clear lip gloss with a ton of micro glitter in it. It is beautiful, perfect to wear by itself. You can also put it over top of any lipstick. It does feel quite nice. The formula feels very hydrating. It does feel a little bit thick and a bit more oily than the usual Colourpop lip gloss formula, but it's comfortable. Like, I don't feel uncomfortable wearing it. It does have a bit of a scent to it as well, but it's not powerful. It's very subtle, but yeah, just letting you know, because I know not everyone is a fan of scented cosmetics. But anyway, this is Bambi. Let's move on to the next one. All right, now I am moving on to Thumper, which is the slight pinky lip gloss. I have a feeling these are all gonna be pretty much clear. Oh wait, this might look a little bit different. Oh, this one has more shine. All right, here is Thumper, and I don't want to say they look the same, but they kind of look the same. I do feel like this one is a more of a metallic lip gloss look than a shimmery look like the last one. Am I eating hair? I swear I feel no. Okay. But yeah, it is really, really pretty. They are similar, but I feel like this one again, it just looks like more, you get more shine. It looks more metallic than glittery. Bambi was more glittery. This one is more metallic. I love them both. Okay, let's move on. Okay, moving on to the last one, we have Flower. Here is Flower. It actually gives you like a purple pink undertone. Beautiful. Definitely, again, more on the glittery side. Actually, no, I feel like they all give that wet, very metallic, glittery look. I love them all, but they all are pretty similar. So I would say if you want to get the entire set, you know, just for the sake of collecting them, go for it because they are super adorable. But honestly, if you're on a budget, you only want to get one, you only really need one. They look very, very similar. So anyway, these are the lip glosses, and let's move on to the body shimmer. So the next thing in the collection is going to be the eyeliner gel liner pencil set. I did use these in the eyeshadow looks, but really quickly I am going to show you arm swatches of all three of them. The set retails for $24, but if you want to purchase just one of them, two of them, basically if you want to purchase them individually, you can do that for $8 each. So the other thing in the collection is the lashes. As you guys saw, I wore them in two eyeshadow looks. I have them on right now, so we don't really need to do anything with those. And the last thing in the collection is the body shimmer. So let's go ahead and swatch it really quickly. It comes in this little tub, which is really cute. It does come with this little puff right here, and it retails for $16. And I'm sorry to say that this is the only thing that is out of stock right now. Everything else is still in stock. Although the entire collection for $115 is still in stock, which includes this. So like if you really, really like this one, I guess you could purchase the entire collection, but I mean, that's up to you because that's $115. Anyway, so it comes with a little puff. I'm just going to dip the puff in there. And I guess I'm gonna just apply it like on my chest, I guess, my shoulders, to give us some. Oh, that's really pretty. I wonder what it would look like if I like apply a little bit of some body spray or something like Fix Plus, if it'll make a difference. Are you guys seeing anything? Let me get a little more out. Hold on. All right, let me put a little bit on my shoulder. Oh, that's really nice. It's very subtle, but it's not. Do you see? Like, that is beautiful. And it's actually not that messy, you guys. All right, I'm gonna apply a little bit more on my chest. There we go. It is really subtle, but it is beautiful. Honestly, I don't even know if it's showing that good on camera, but in person, like I'm looking at it in the mirror and I can see all the micro glitter just shimmering in the mirror. It is beautiful. Yeah, and it's honestly, yeah, look at that. Like it just makes, yeah, it gives your body the highlights right where they need to be. I like it, and I hope the camera is doing it justice. I love how it comes. It's so adorable. But anyway, I think that is everything from the entire collection. I will give you my final thoughts really quickly on the collection. I am in love with pretty much everything, even the eyelashes. I At first I didn't think I was going to like it because I was a little bit underwhelmed by the Animal Crossing collection. Not underwhelmed, I love that collection as well, but I just wanted like one big palette for that collection. And when I saw the Bambi collection, I was like, oh, another, couple of mini palettes. But I have to tell you, when I was doing my eyeshadow looks today, I was really enjoying the colors in this collection in each of the eyeshadow palettes. Like the purple eyeshadow palette had this beautiful light purple, and I don't know, I just think they did a really great job at choosing all of the colors in each of the eyeshadow palettes. They even have the Thumper palette, which is like this more cooler toned eyeshadow palette, and I don't know, I just was really like just happy with the collection. The flower palette, I love the colors in this palette, especially like this purple right here. Also the shimmer in this palette, you guys saw from the eyeshadow tutorial, it is just so shimmery, so beautiful, and I can see myself using this shade over top of other eyeshadows. Like, it is just so powerful and shimmery, and I love it. And this one, I mean, I just love. And the gold, the gold in this eyeshadow palette is beautiful. So yeah, as far as the collection goes, I say go for it. I do think it's a little bit overpriced, to be honest with you guys, but then again, I also thought the Animal Crossing collection was a little bit overpriced because they are like little mini palettes. But as far as the quality, the blendability, like all of that is there. I'm assuming the pricing is a little bit more because it's a collaboration, especially like a Disney one, I guess. I don't know, to be honest with you. But I do like everything from the collection. The lip glosses are beautiful. I've had it on for about an hour now. It still feels really good. I'm not getting like that white film that sometimes lip glosses give you. So yeah, as far as the collection, oh my god, and the eyelashes are so pretty. But yeah, as far as the collection, the quality's there, the blendability's there, the colors are super pigmented, and I loved the collection, including the body shimmer, which I didn't think I was going to like. I actually really like. So yeah, I say if you want it, go for it. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you enjoyed the eyeshadow looks. Let me know down below which one your favorite was, and I hope that you don't mind me adding little extra things to my eyeshadow looks. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I really want to start doing more of my artsy looks again because I really miss doing that. But anyway, I hope that you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe before you go. But remember, even if you don't, I just really appreciate you being here and watching. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, don't forget that you guys can also stay in touch with me all over social media. It is at Glitter Beauties, the same way that is spelled right there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.